Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Taurus. If Taurus is your solar, lunar, ascendant/rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. Oh, I almost got it. I almost made it. Here we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and let's see what these tea leaves have to say tonight. Okay, Taurus. So our card tonight is the 6 of Cups. And this has everything to do with pleasure. And that makes sense. I'm seeing a lot of kind of love and companionship here. As I say this, the cat just jumped. Don't get up here and huff on me, miss. Kitty. TT. She jumped up here to say hello. Telling me it's time to go to bed soon, Mom. No tea. Come on. Okay. And so, let's get started. Of course, we're going to look at this big formation. On every side, it looks like two companions. 1, 2, they're locked, they're engaged. I see as we turn, they're dancing. We have one here. It looks like they're, just having fun. I feel like Taurus, there is a great shift towards love in general. Enjoying the idea of love. Indulging in romantic things. Romantically themed things. It could be really, quite literally, you are dating, courting, madly in love with your spouse, your significant other. You're going through, a really hot phase of connection and sensuality and, on the same page with everything, no arguing. And so, but it could also be, that you are really into romantic music, watching romantic movies, reading romance novels. Today I was walking through Barnes and Noble to get to the other side, and I noticed that there were so many. They were like historical. They were religious, historical love novels, and I thought that was I just thought that was cool. I've never read one. I didn't even know they really existed. But I'm really I'm moved to go and check some of them out. It seems like a very specific genre, and my interest is piqued. So, it could be you're reading romantic books. Whatever it is, there's love in the air, and the mood has caught you just right. I feel like you are very connected. This could be with yourself as well. That's always a wonderful option. Nothing better than feeling fulfilled with your own company. Impassioned to do things for yourself, and so I I feel like this, whatever it is, something really got you in the mood. Maybe you went to a wedding. Maybe, you know, you've been on some dates. Whatever is going on. I see hearts. Lots of hearts. And I just keep looking at these two people. And I see two horses. Kind of, if you could imagine, two wild horses kind of running together across a wide and expansive plain. What is more beautiful than that? I mean, that is such a power symbol. And so I think, you know, through this blessing of kind of your heart opening, there are amorous feelings. It doesn't have, I mean, I can't emphasize enough about how this doesn't have to be fixed on a human being person at all. You know, I go through periods of time, I just love listening to like Motown, oldies, all these songs, which, by the way, if you really listen to some of the lyrics, do not age well. Kind of strange, some of them. But, you know, all these kind of love songs and ballads and the crooners. And I love, you know, the kind of big band stuff. And it really just puts me in an alignment of love, enjoying the day, going about things in that kind of beautiful haze of tenderness and longing, and you know, and it does. Of course, I have a beautiful husband and a wonderful family, but a lot of times, you know, it's just a love of life. It's a love of doing the things that I'm doing, even if they're things I don't want to do, but listening to music, being in that mood, dancing in the kitchen, you know, it makes life easier. It just does. So we have to find those little openings where we can get into that place, you know. Yeah, and I really believe that, especially if you are somebody who is, you know, uncoupled or doing your thing by yourself, and you are interested in finding somebody, I'm not going to be the person to say you have to love yourself before you love somebody else. I mean, yeah, to some degree, of course, but we can't always wait for the perfect alignment for things to come to pass, right? We could be waiting for a long time, especially if you are nitpicky about how you want things to be exactly, right? So, but what I do think is that when we are in a life of, you know, living alone, or again, being kind of, you're not entangled with somebody per se, finding a way to express love in your life, romantic love, right? Courting yourself, creating an aura of love in your sacred spaces, in your home. You know, finding a way to fall in love with the subtle things in life. In creating that frequency, right? Then I think, you know, we draw in our able to connect with other people. I think our heart is more open. We're kind of tuned to that thing. I mean, you know, I can tell you, there have been times in my life I've been miserable, alone and miserable, looking for some kind of connection. It doesn't have to be romantic, but, you know, wanting to connect with a friend or whatever. But who, you know, it's hard to, you can't rely on connecting with somebody to lift you out of where you're at emotionally, spiritually. there has to be the self-work that's done. There has to be that self-enchantment, that kind of doing, stop thinking about doing love spells on other people. Start doing them on yourself, right? Because it's just empty when we're looking and we're in this place of unhealed desperation. Nobody can save us, especially through a romantic connection. It can't happen. And that sounds harsh, but I believe that. I mean, you're just setting yourself up for a very difficult dynamic. Something that will never live up to your expectation. Because it's built on a foundation of something that is, already kind of withered. So, I feel like we're in a place of love and pleasure. And, you have the ability right now. And listen, I know, when I talk about love in my readings, a lot of times people say, I'm alone, I'm not interested, this... Good. That's fine. I'm not trying to push this love narrative on you, but I do think that there's a place for love in everybody's life. It does not have to be that you are with somebody else. Also, if you have been married or in a relationship for a long time, we all know you go through seasons of things. It's often mostly about getting along, meeting kindly on a domestic level, abiding some kind of routine, schedule, showing up for each other, being each other's cheerleaders, champions, best friends, hopefully. But, sometimes there isn't always that overly romantic thing, and that's just the reality of it. But do not worry, it comes around. It does. And so I think that this could be a time where these things are coming together, where you are enjoying being with each other, finding some time for yourselves, looking forward to those little reprieves from all the stuff, from the kids, the grandkids, the family stuff, the jobs, tight schedules, just to kind of find each other. And that's nice. That's nice. It is so nice, And I think that on the other side of this, and we have a flower here, okay? And it looks beautiful, but it also could be one of those little shop of horror type flowers, right? That could just devour you. And what that symbol means to me in this context is, or maybe a flower that is poisonous, whatever, a delirium. This is where you have to temper yourself when you get into these modes of high eroticism, pleasure seeking behaviors, or being mindful it's not compulsive, that you temper your impulses if they do become overwhelming, I'll say, or you are not honoring the life that you want. And there's no judgment on my part. You express your life, your love, your passion, your desires, how you will. Okay? But in these feverish states, don't go ruining things for yourself. Okay? And if, you're in a marriage and you are in one of these seasons that the connecting is not happening, it's misaligned, and you're kind of in the state, be mindful if you decide to go looking elsewhere. Because from what I see, it's never, it's never something that I would tell you to do, obviously, but if you were to, I do not see a favorable outcome, okay? I see devastation, ultimately, there is just, there can be that attraction, that beauty, something new, novel, whatever, and it can lay waste to your life so quickly. And you need to be very clear with yourself about that. Okay, so what else do we have? I have a little chicken here. We have a little rooster. And so I feel, there's the spiritual, emotional, kind of, I feel like this is a bit of a wake-up call for you. Oops, maybe I was looking at we have the rooster, we have the spiritual, emotional. Sorry if it was probably out of, focus there. And so, a wake-up call. And I feel like this is not like a wake-up call. Don't go cheating. That's not, but don't, right? This is a wake-up call of just, I feel like you have not realized that you've been kind of out of passion for a little bit. And when it hits you, it's like, whoa, I haven't felt like this in a moment. And here, there's just this onslaught of love, desire, motivation to connect with others, with another, whatever is for you, right? So, that's a nice feeling. And I think, the other thing that I will say, use this for your creativity. I always mention it. But use it for your art. Use it for your business. Use it for, getting things done. Ride the wave, okay? Apply it to the things you have not been able to force yourself to do. When you are in these modes of happiness, feeling good, a lot of dopamine and whatever, apply it to doing the stuff you want to do. Do that intentional movement. Pay those bills. Figure out that paperwork. Take on a little extra work, or, spend a little more time in painting or hiking or whatever it is. I mean, it could be so many things. And we have an M right here. It could be a name. Somebody important. It's in the emotional zone. Give them a call if you know who it is. Go check on them. Maybe go do something fun with them. I do see we have a little bird. It looks like they're coming out of their nest. I also see a fish over here. I feel like, get out of your comfort zone. Go do something new. Go to some concert, or I don't know, art shows. A lot of art shows right now. The season's, beautiful season for going and seeing art. There's a lot of outdoor stuff to go to. And with the fish, I think, again, in the spiritual zone, very abundant, okay? There's just a bright light shining from within out. A lot of emotional and spiritual resources. And, put that passion into your creativity and work, period. You won't regret it. I promise you. Okay. Oh, did I look at this? I didn't. There's not really anything down here, though. I didn't notice that. Okay, let's see. I'm already getting ready to go to bed here, you guys. What time is it? 12:03. My goodness. My husband's probably waiting up for me right now. Okay, let's see. So we have, it looks like, I honestly feel like I see, when I look at this, like a little growth of, like dandelions, some kind of, native indigenous plant that we always call weeds, or, you know, try to rip out of out of our sidewalk or driveway or wherever it's growing, and we don't want it there. But this is a most enduring, strong, useful, beloved plant. You know, it is medicine. Maybe, you know, maybe not literal medicine. It depends on how you view that. But medicine for the soul. Okay? The symbol really relates to your ability to withstand a lot. And so when that beautiful sun shines down on you and you are growing through the cracks and you are thriving, oftentimes in places that nothing else can, you know, you have that just ability that is so rare. And I think you're really in tune with that universal medicine. And, you know, I think in moments like this kind of blessing, this love, and its manifestation, you know, you will know what to do with it. You're not going to let this passion, you know, go to waste. All right, let's see. We have the Wild Bohemian Affirmation cards. We're starting back over with fire. I really like these cards so much. I've been enjoying kind of doing this little thing at the end. I'm just going to go through here. And this one's upside down. I see. Okay, that's really pretty. I love these paintings so much. Okay, here we go. I am love. Yes, you are. Stop overthinking and have unbound appreciation for every little detail of life. Yeah. Just like that dandelion, you know, you stop, you look, you think, gosh, how could anybody think of you as a weed? You grant wishes. You grow where nothing else will. You are beautiful, strong, enduring. You are love. Okay, I'm going to thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. If you would be so kind as to like the video, it helps us get into the algorithm, and the algorithm really kind of decides how everything goes with the channel. So it really likes engagement, anything from like liking the video, watching it from the beginning to the end, sharing it on other social media platforms. Other than that, if you want to subscribe, if you have not already, please do. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. Between now and the next Taurus, you can watch your other placements, your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising, and Venus. Also do some cross-watching if you so choose. Other than that, please leave a comment if you want to, of course. I read all of them and I reply back to each and every one. So sometimes it takes me a couple of days. I'm catching up with all of the beautiful birthday wishes. I thank you so much. We had a wonderful time, basically very low key, and you know, just like I like it, just kind of an understated, nice, tiny little family thing. And that was exactly the vibe, the energy. So, yeah. Taurus, I love you. Thank you for sticking with me. I'm sorry. It was, I'll have to say this. My kiddo went to her first day of school. So, it's been an emotional roller coaster today. And I just feel a little depleted. It's also late, but yeah, we had it. It went well. It went so well. I'm so excited. But, you know, if you've ever had a kid going into school, you know what that's like. So I appreciate you putting up with my silliness tonight, and we will talk in just a few days. Thank you, thank you, thank you.